Welcome to Pagoda Podcast, where we explore ideas, strategies, and insights to help businesses grow and scale. So if you put, two identical businesses side by side, right, with the exact same profit, one of them might actually sell for double the price of the other. And well, it all really comes down to the engine running under the hood. Today's deep dive is about unpacking a very specific formula from our sources, specifically the guide predictability, the engine of business valuation and growth.
Yeah, and that formula is basically that predictable profit equals a higher selling price.
Exactly. Because, as a buyer, you'll always pay a massive premium for a well-oiled machine, right? One that runs dependably day in and day out, rather than, say, a flashy sports car that goes super fast for a mile, but then just constantly stalls out on the highway.
Right, well, that's because buyers aren't actually buying your past profit. They're
Yeah.
essentially buying an annuity on your future cash flow. So every degree of uncertainty in that future acts as this really harsh discount rate on your valuation multiplier.
Oh, wow. So uncertainty actively drives the price down?
Absolutely. When you present consistent revenue, stable margins, and reliable operations, you are literally mathematically lowering that uncertainty, which makes buyers way more comfortable writing a bigger check.
Wait, let me push back on that for a second. If I'm a buyer, shouldn't I be drooling over a company with massive explosive growth? Even if the back office is a total chaotic mess, isn't that crazy hockey stick revenue curve the absolute holy grail?
You would think so, sure. But hockey stick growth built on chaos is incredibly fragile.
Fragile how? Growth is growth, right?
Well, no, because buyers look at sudden revenue spikes that are followed by totally unpredictable months, and they don't see a unicorn. They see a massive red flag. During due diligence, acquiring firms are actively hunting for single points of failure.
Right, like relying on one superstar employee.
Exactly. If you hit your numbers just because, say, your lead salesperson worked 80-hour weeks, or maybe because of some weird one-time market fluke, that growth just isn't transferable. The second a new owner takes over, that fragile system just breaks.
Ah, got it. The buyer is looking at that and thinking, what happens when that one hero employee finally burns out and quits?
Exactly.
So to fix that, it sounds like we need to move past those superficial top-line metrics. You have to really build dependability through recurring customers and just, bulletproof processes. Basically a system that functions entirely independent of individual heroes.
Yeah, it comes down to operational efficiency and absolute financial visibility. When an acquirer's audit team starts digging in, they want to see that your recurring revenue is locked in by contracts, not just, good vibes and goodwill.
Right, they want solid paper trails.
They want to see cash flow stability mapped out months in advance.
Hmm.
Having that deep visibility is what prevents those really expensive 11th-hour surprises that completely derail valuations.
And let's be real here. You cannot maintain that level of visibility across a massive, tangled web of dusty old spreadsheets.
Yes.
If you want a clean, auditable trail of data that instantly answers a buyer's hardest questions, you have to be leveraging automation, right?
You really do. Manual reporting is simply too slow and way too prone to human error for a high-stakes valuation.
Plus, it's just a huge drain on resources.
Totally. But at the same time, automation without actual direction just makes bad processes run faster. You need systems that capture real-time data, manage billing seamlessly, and provide absolute financial clarity at the push of a button.
Which means you really need an intelligence layer sitting on top of your operations. It's not just about, saving your team a few hours of data entry every week. It's about strategic visibility. And that's really where Black Pagoda's AI-powered insights completely change the game for business owners.
Precisely. Black Pagoda acts as that exact intelligence layer. By integrating AI and strategic guidance into your daily operations, it transforms a company from merely functioning to being highly scalable.
Yeah, it basically organizes all that back-end chaos.
Right. It organizes the chaos, implements much smarter systems, and gives owners the operational clarity they need to be fully acquisition ready when the time actually comes.
Because, the core lesson from all our sources today is that sustainable, systematized profit is infinitely more valuable than temporary, chaotic profit. To secure a high valuation multiplier someday, you just have to build predictability today.
It is all about architecting a machine that generates cash flow smoothly, right? Regardless of the macroeconomic weather outside or, who happens to be sitting in the manager's chair.
Exactly. Which leaves you, the listener, with a rather challenging question to mull over today. If you had to step completely away from your business for a month, would your profit stay exactly the same? Or does your predictability secretly rely entirely on you being in the room? Thanks for tuning in to Pagoda Podcast. To learn more about how Black Pagoda helps businesses grow, scale, and prepare for future opportunities, visit www.blackpagoda.com. We'll see you in the next episode.